don't know how that works. Man, ain't shoes in, I'm totally done. Profoundly, totally done. Then, how really remember big apples in here. But I prayed. I prayed all the time. I look very normal. I am normal. I'm feeling very offended. And I was told I am not. There are a lot of people like this. You wouldn't know it though. There are 10 million deaf people in this country. Although I say I'm normal, I also feel very disabled. Disabled by the attitudes of society about my deafness and the stereotypes that go with it. People think I should sign. They think they help me by providing a new system. They think because I can be paid, I understand 100%. Doesn't work like that. The praying's very hard. Only about 30% of what you receive is visible. I often get it wrong, and I get very tired from concentrating all day. I use my disability living allowance to give me the freedom to pay for communication support, which we have here. It doesn't cover the cost of 3 hours for 1 month worth of disability living allowance. If I lose this, I lose my independence. Which no way that will. And other deaf people down here will follow this way without this communication support. When I want to go out to meetings or to networking for my facilities, I have to ask what will provide my communication support. Often people say, what should I speak of? Oh, we can't afford it, and so we get left out. Sometimes you have to plan it weeks in advance. When you become deaf, what you hear, the hearing aid that we're calculating implant, it's not normal hearing. It's distorted. You will always need to repeat or say when you become deaf to get the full information. I also been out, let's hear my hearing dog down here who doesn't like being on the stage. My disability living allowance pays me later for her vet bills, for her insurance, for her food. If I want equal access to everything, I need an speaker. So I call upon the government, let me see what I've said, to ensure that me and the millions of other deaf people like me to what to do is have independent and freedom of choice. For communication is a result of the strangers to disability living alone. Relying on a pen and paper does not work. Thank you.
That dog was getting a bit friendly there for a second there. I was getting a bit worried, but everything's all right now.